Ocean City in Hollywood, it's Card Sharks. Here's the host of Card Sharks, Bob Eubank.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, and hello, everybody. Welcome to Card Sharks. We're glad you could be with us today. This is the game where you can win a fortune on the turn of a single card. And to guarantee that our players get a fair deal, I want you to meet our two lovely dealers. And here they are right now. Are they pretty? Susanna Williams, Lacey Pemberton. Ladies, nice to have you here today. If you would, please go right over there and deal the cards out. And Lacey will be dealing the red cards to our returning champion, while Susanna will be dealing the blue cards on the lower level to our challenger. While they're doing that right now, we're going to meet our Card Sharks, and here they come. Come on, Daryl and Jeff. Hi, gang. If this lady has a big smile on her face, well, she should, because she's won a little over $13,000 in our show so far. And you know, please understand this. I'm rooting for you, but the first day you came on the show, you said the baby's doing a week. Okay, now this is your, what, third, fourth day back?
Like 3 days
yeah,
away.
We're getting real close, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep this game moving right along, and don't you worry about a thing. Daryl's going to have her first baby within the next couple of days.
The Gerber baby.
The Gerber baby, yes. All right, and this is your challenger. We met Jim yesterday. Jim, why don't you refresh everybody's memory? What do you do?
I'm a Los Angeles County Ocean lifeguard, and you'll be glad to know I'm trained in delivering babies.
Are you really?
Yes, yes I am.
Good. Do you have any training on reviving game show hosts?
We're getting to that.
I will pass out. Listen, before the show, I saw. Could you show the folks your shoes?
Okay.
I mean, would you let a guy who wears shoes like that deliver your baby?
It's a lot. It's the same thing.
We'll get the game over so you get your shoes back to the bowling alley, too. All right. You cut the deck of cards before the show. As you know, contestants, the object of our game is to work your way across our board right here by predicting whether each card is going to be higher or lower than the preceding one. And as you can see, there's some cards out. We're in the middle of a game when we stopped yesterday. Daryl, well, you got to turn over a lot of cards to win this game. And Jim has a slight lead right there. And also remember, too, that we had asked one question in the game number one of our two-game match, and that means we're going to go on to question number 2 now. And also remind you, there are 4 questions. That's the maximum questions in a game. So good luck, and here we go. Jim, well, this is question number 2 in game number 1 of our match between Daryl and Jim. All right, Jim, we surveyed 100 women. Yes, yourself. And we asked them, do you think Ronald Reagan is sexy? How many women said, yes, he is sexy? Now, you got to get as close as you can to the correct number, Jim.
Ronald Reagan, sexy. Okay, well, 100 women. I'm going to say that out of those women, a few of them have seen those old movies, and next to Bonzo, he was pretty good looking.
Hey, yeah.
But some of them haven't seen those movies, so they're not going to be quite so generous. It's going to be a fairly low number, mid-range, maybe 44, I'd say.
44 out of 100. All right, Daryl, you heard what he said. He said 44 out of 100 women say that Ronald Reagan is sexy. You think the actual number would be higher or lower than that?
I'd have to think that it's just a little bit higher because he's a movie star and a president.
Higher.
He's got power on his side.
I agree with you. The man lifts weights every day. I mean, for a man in the mid-70s, he has a body on him.
A little higher.
All right, well, let's find out. The actual number of women who said that Ronald Reagan is sexy is 16. It was not higher, it was lower. And that means that Jim gets the first shot at the cards today. All right, you froze at the 7. Now you can change that base card.
I'd like to change it, please.
You bet. Your new base card is now a 3.
Okay.
Gotta play.
Thank you. I'd like to try higher, please.
Higher than the 3. Here we go. It's an 8.
Okay.
Now, what do you want to do?
Let's hold.
All right. Just let me remind you that you can freeze right now and protect your position, or you can keep calling off high-low cards down the line. But if you make a wrong call, then you lose, you go back to your original base card, and your opponent gets a free shot at the cards.
I'd like to freeze, please.
You are going to freeze. I think that's a good move. Yes. That way, Daryl cannot get to her cards that time. Daryl says, oh, heck. Remember, first person to work their way all the way across wins the game and $100. You win 2 games, and you win the match and play our big money cards. All right, next high-low question. And here it is. This is it. Daryl, for you. We surveyed 100 child psychiatrists, and we asked them, generally speaking, do the suggestive lyrics contained in today's rock music encourage young people to have premarital sex? How many psychiatrists said rock lyrics do encourage premarital sex.
Oh, gee.
Why are you laughing?
Well, I can't agree with that at all. I don't think the child psychiatrist would either. I mean, I would maybe violence or something like that, but not premarital sex per se. So I would have to think that that's a
How
low
about
number.
marital sex?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
I would think a low number like 18.
So you say that 18 psychiatrists out of 100 said that
Yeah.
rock lyrics do encourage premarital sex. Jim, do you think the actual number would be higher or lower than that?
I'll tell you. I don't think a lot of psychiatrists, psychologists, whatever, listen to a lot of rock music, and I don't think they've had sex with a lot of preteens. So
Yeah,
I'm
you're probably right, Jim.
I'm gonna say that it's even lower than that.
Do you think it's lower
I think it's
than
even
18?
lower than that.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know what? I don't think the lyrics do it, but some of the videos.
The
now
videos,
that, yeah.
that's a different
Well, they're
video.
fun to
You
watch,
can't
aren't
even
they?
hear the words.
Yeah. Actually, or who cares?
Yeah.
Actual number of child psychiatrists who said rock lyrics do encourage premarital sex is 69. Yeah. The number was not lower, it was higher. And that means that, Daryl, you now have control.
That number.
69 of them. I'm amazed at that. Okay, Daryl, here's your card.
Really?
It is a 3.
Good, okay. I'll keep it and I'll go higher.
Gonna keep that card. Go higher than the 3. The card's now
Oh,
10.
good.
Player freeze.
Oh, gee, I'm going to take my chances and I'm going to go lower.
The lady's going on. Lower than the 10? No! Not lower than the 10. That means you go back to your original base card, and look who gets a free shot at the cards. You got to keep the 8, though. Got to play it
I gotta
on.
play that 8. Well, I'm gonna say higher, please.
Higher than the 8?
Yes,
Come on,
sir.
Jim. No! Not there. So you go back to the 8. Daryl goes back to her original base card. And this is our 4th and final question. Someone must win the game on this next play of the card, so control is extremely important to you. Here we go. To you, Jim. Jim, we surveyed 100 single women, and we asked them, have you ever lied to a man when he asked you how many men there were before him? How many women admitted they have? Now, these are single women, right?
Single women.
Have you ever asked a girl that?
No.
I didn't think so. Not with those shoes.
No chance. You don't meet a lot of women in bowling alleys.
No,
I'll be
you sure
honest
don't.
with you, no.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that's gonna be.
How many women admitted that they lied? Have you ever lied to a man when he asked you how many men there were before you?
I think they're gonna fib on that one because first of all, it's none of the guy's business.
That's true.
And I'm gonna say it's a pretty high number. That's gonna be about 68, I think.
So you say 68 women admitted that they lied.
Yes, sir.
They were asked that question. Daryl, will the actual number be higher or lower than that?
Higher.
Higher than that.
I think it's just got to be higher.
You lied, didn't you? Okay.
Only one.
Only one time.
That I lied.
Did you marry him?
That I lied.
Oh, one time you lied.
That I lied.
Oh, actual number of single women who said they have lied to a man about how many men there were before him is 36. No, not higher. It was lower. All right, now, Jim, remember, this is sudden death time. You have control. You can change your base card of 8 and play through to the end. But if you make a mistake, then Daryl wins the game. Or you could pass it on to Daryl, and she has to play off of the 3 and move right across the line. If she goofs, then you win the game. What do you want to do?
As a good friend of mine once said, never skip a pass that a woman has to accept.
So
I'm going to pass.
You're passing it right on to Daryl. All right, Daryl, you got to play off the 3 and work your way right across. Good luck to you. Here we go.
Okay, higher.
Higher than the 3, the card's a queen.
Okay, lower.
Lower than the queen, it's a 6.
Okay, higher.
Higher than the 6. 4, no! And that means that, Jim, you win game number 1 of this match. Congratulations to you. That's the first game you've lost in a long time. Congratulations, Jim.
Thank you.
$100 to you. We're going to play our next game in this 2-game match when we come back with more Card Sharks right after this. See you this morning. Welcome back to Card Sharks. We're in the middle of our match, our challenge with Jim. Just won game number 1 of this match. Got $100. Remember, first player to win 2 games wins the match. And we're ready to start our second game right now. And Lacey is dealing out new cards from the same deck. And we'll go to our first high-low question in game number 2. Daryl, it's for you. Daryl, we surveyed 100 men. And we asked them, should a rich woman have to pay alimony to her penniless ex-husband? How many men said that the rich woman should pay alimony?
Oh boy, I'll tell you, I don't think a lot of men are going to say that they should, only because a man is still sort of society bred and feels that it's a man's. I think so. I know they'd love to get it. I know they'd love to get it, but I don't think they'd say
How many
that
out of
they
100?
should. I'd say it's fairly low, 38.
38 out of 100. All right, Jim. How many men said the rich woman should pay alimony? Will it be higher or lower than 38?
I'll tell you, personally, I got no pride when it comes to money. I'd take it. I think it's going to be higher.
You think it's going to be
Yes,
higher?
sir.
Hey, just you count me in on your side.
Yeah, I'll
Go
give
right
you
ahead.
some.
Actual number of men who said a rich woman should pay alimony is 88. Yes. Whoa. All right, Jim, you got control again. 88. Woo. Here's your base card. Jim, it's a 4. Player change.
I'd like to go higher, please.
Gonna go higher.
Yes,
Play
sir.
on with the 4. It's a 10. What do you want to do now?
I'm going to try lower.
Gonna go on.
Yes,
All
I
right.
am.
Man's going on lower than the 10. The card is 4. Still in that game.
I'm going to try higher, Bob.
Gonna go higher
try
than the
it.
4. Yeah. Player freeze.
I'm going to freeze, please.
Gonna freeze
Yes, I
right
am.
there. All right. One card away from winning the match. One card away from playing the big money cards. You said freeze, and Daryl said, "Oh, good, Jim." Okay, here we go again. Our next high-low question. This one is for you, Jim. We surveyed 100 men in the United States Marines, and we asked them, would you obey an order even though you thought it was morally wrong? How many Marines said they would obey that order?
Well, I'll tell you. A Marine is a Marine, and they respect their orders, and that's what makes the system work. I think a majority of them are going to obey that order, and think
How
about
many
it.
you say?
I think it's going to be 68.
68 out of 100 would obey the order even though it was morally wrong. Daryl, do you think it'll be higher or lower than that?
I think it'll even be a little bit higher.
You think even higher than that? The actual number of Marines who would obey an order if they thought it was morally wrong is 45. It was not higher, it was lower. All right, Jim, this is it. You can change that card, you can play. What do you want to do?
Oh, boy. Well, I stopped. I may as well change it. I didn't want to play it before.
Okay, here's your card. Your new card is now a 6. Now you got to play.
It's going to be higher.
Okay, if it's higher, you win the game, the match, you'll play the big money cards. If it's not higher, then Daryl gets a free shot at the cards. Here we go! It's a 2! No! It was not higher, and that means that, Daryl, you get a shot at the cards. All right, Daryl, here's your card. You got to play it.
Higher!
Higher than the deuce. Here we go! Jack.
Okay. Lower.
Lower than the jack. It's a king. No! That means we go right back to there. Okay, we're going to pause with these words. This is exciting, isn't it? We'll pause. We'll be back to finish this game to see who's going to play our big money cards in Card Shark right after this. Welcome back to Card Shark. We're in the middle of a very exciting match, and let's go right next to our high-low question. If Jim wins the game, he wins the match. Daryl wins the game, tiebreaker time. And this one is for you, Daryl. Daryl, we surveyed 100 single women. We asked them, have you ever dated a man who was older than your father? How many women said they have? You laugh at all of
Well,
this.
I laugh at all of them. I got 2 girlfriends doing that right now. So a lot of women have, but I don't think it's hugely. I would say it's only like in the 40s, 44.
44 women have dated a man older than their father. Jim, will the actual number be higher or lower
I'm
than
going
that?
to tell you, I think it's lower.
Think it's lower than
I think
44?
it's lower, Bob.
The actual number of single women who have dated a man older than their father is 6. You're right. Considerably lower. All right, Jim, here we go now. This is it. Change that 6 if you like.
I'm going to change that card.
Change the card.
Oh,
The
yeah.
new card now is a 10. Now, you got to play.
I'd like to try lower, Bob.
Lower. If the card is lower than a 10, you win the game. The match, you'll play the money cards. If it's not lower than the 10, Daryl gets a free shot at the cards. The card is a 4. That means we've got a new champion. Jim, congratulations to you. But Daryl, you've been a wonderful champion. You win over $13,000 here on Card Shark. Good luck with the new baby and the new family. You're a very nice lady. Come here, Jim. Come with me over here. Because now the excitement's really going to begin. Rub your shoes together, man. Now we have a chance to play. I hate to stand next to you with those shoes on. I just want
You're
you to...
looking good. Don't kid yourself.
Yeah, I know. You dress so conservatively. All right, you ready to do this?
Yes, sir.
Let's play the big money cards right now. And here's Susanna and Lacey with a brand new deck of cards that you cut before we went on the air. Now, Jim, here's how we play our money cards. The $200 you won just now. Look at me, don't look at
I'm
that.
looking at you.
$200 you won just now is yours to keep no matter what happens. But now we're going to give you new money to bet with. And we're going to start you right over there on the bottom line with $200. What you must do is work your way across the board by calling high and low. And then when you get to the second line, we're going to add $400 and you'll bet your way across the line. I'll remind you also that minimum bets are $50, except for the final top card, where you must bet at least half of your dollars. Now, also, Jim, you're going to have 3 opportunities to change any card you don't like by selecting one of those spare cards that Susanna is dealing out right now. So if you're ready to play the big money cards, let's give the man $200. Here we go. You got the $200. Now, remember, you can turn that $200 into $32,000 with a turn of the right card, so good luck to you. Here we go. It's a 4.
I'm gonna bet $150 higher.
$150 higher than a 4. If another 4 comes up, it's a push in the money cards. You don't win or you don't lose. Okay, there's the 4.
That was a good call there, Bob.
You got still $200. What are you gonna do?
I'd like to do it again. 150 higher.
150 higher. It's a 10. $350.
Okay, I'm gonna. I'd like to change the
Well,
card.
change the 10 to which one?
Please.
Card number 1. Your 10 now becomes a 7.
Oh, thank you.
Change it again if you want to.
I'm gonna change it one more time with number 2, please.
Number 2, the 7, now becomes a queen. Good card. $350.
I'm gonna bet $300 so it'll be lower.
$300 and it's lower than the queen. The card is a 7. You got it right. You've now got $650 plus we'll add $400 as we move to the second row. That's your base card. You have one more card to change if you so desire.
I'd like to change it.
Good for you. Change that 7. The 7 now becomes a 9. You got to play. You got $1,050.
I'm gonna bet $250 that it's gonna be lower.
$250. Lower than the 9. The card's a 10. No, not lower than the 9. You're down to $800.
I'm going to bet $650 that it's lower.
$650. Lower than the 10. The card is an 8. Yes. Back in the game at $1,450.
I'm going to bet $350 that it's going to be higher.
$350. Higher than the 8. No. All right. As we move to our top row up here, this is your card. The 7. You've got $1,100. That means you must bet at least $550 on this one.
I'm going to bet $1,000 that it's going to be higher.
$1,000 higher than the 7. The card's a queen. Yeah. There you are. $2,100. Absolutely good. Okay. We'll pause. We'll be right back with more card charts in just a moment. And welcome back to Card Charts. Well, our champion, not too bad. I mean, here you've been here a few minutes. You're $2,300. Okay, you're our champ now, and we have a new challenger, and I want you to meet her. Here she comes. What a pretty lady you are. Hi, Christine.
Hi, Bob. My name is Christine Nielsen. I'm from Fresno, and I go to UCLA. I'm a cybernetics major.
A who major?
Cybernetics.
What do they do?
A lot of things. It's a lot of science: math, engineering, biology, physics, psychology, computer science, everything.
Stop. Don't move. You cut the cards earlier?
Yes.
Good. Cybernetics major, we're glad you're with us. Let's
Thanks.
play the game right
Okay.
now, okay? We've dealt out from a new deck of cards over there. Lacey's dealt out cards, and we're going to begin with our first question right now. And the high-low question goes to Jim. Here it is. Jim, cybernetics. We surveyed 100 Catholic priests, and we asked them, if church law were changed to allow priests to marry, would you get married? How many priests said that they would get married?
Well, I think a lot of them don't want to have to deal with that. They want to put their efforts into their religion. I think a majority wouldn't. I think 65 priests would not get married.
So you're telling me that 65 out of 100 priests would not, but how many would?
45 would.
So you're telling me 45 priests would get married?
Yeah.
The man has a quick mind. You don't study cybernetics, do you?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay. All right. Christine, will the actual number be higher or lower than 45?
Well, Bob,
These are priests that say they would get married.
Bob, I think the priests are really gung-ho, dedicated to their religion. I think the number's going to be even lower.
Lower than the 45. Actual number of priests who would marry if they could is 20. You're right, Christine. It was lower. All right, Christine, that's a way to start off the game. And here's your first card. Your base card is a 7. Change it if you want to.
Change it.
Get rid of the ugly old 7. Look
Yeah.
at that dirty card. But look at there. There's a 10. Got to play.
Okay, I have to go lower.
Going to go lower than the 10. The card is a 3.
All right. Okay, I want to go higher.
Higher than the 3. It's a king.
Oh, all right, I want to go lower.
Lower than the king. It's a 7. We'll play a freeze. And a freeze right there. So Christine has a commanding lead in this game. We must pause. We'll be back with more card sharks. Don't. That's all the time we have for today. I'm Bob Eubanks and Lacey Pemberton, Susanna Williams, Gene Wood, and the gang saying thank you for joining us on Card Sharks today. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Some of the following contestants will receive. Capture your best memories with a Polaroid. The Sun 600 comes with carrying case and coupon for free film and a calculator and Vaseline lip therapy. Covers lips better than a waxy stick. It creates a moisture barrier that goes beyond relief to prevention. And a calendar clock and Armor lower salt bacon. Enjoy sliced bacon with 1/3 less salt. Same great taste but lower salt. Another innovative product from Armor. And a cookbook and Niagara, America's #1 selling spray stock. Helps prevent the deep penetration of soil and stains. You get a crisper, firmer finish with Niagara spray stock. And a member of our studio audience will receive Bausch & Lomb compact binoculars, one of the first names in sports optics, waterproof, fog-proof, and center focus. Enables you to get closer to the action by Bushnell. And one of our polling groups will receive Chinon's 35 FA Super Auto Everything with 35mm compact camera. Just point and shoot, autofocus electronics, makes picture taking fun and easy from Chinon. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson television production.